Rhonda? Is that you?
It is, Mistress Tabitha. How I've missed you so. This stranger here fixed me up right as rain. Is he a friend of yours?
I don't know how to thank you for... Here! I don't know. It's been so long since I lost...
Mistress Tabitha, we should be heading off. Our journey has been much delayed, but we can catch up if we hurry. Come along now.
Yes, Rhonda.
Ну ладно. А я сначала ее убивал. Ага. Угу. А вот и перегруз. Да. Скилловые типа. Ага. Ах, да, жестко. Да. Ну ты, ну ты, ну ты, ну ты, ну ты. Ключ, значит, не подходит от двери. Хрен с ним, возьмем скипидар.
Took you long enough, so can I go? Sorry. I assumed the only reason you'd fight past a horde of super mutants and pick the lock on my cell is if you heard. But maybe you're just sightseeing. So since... Name's Raul. Raul? No. No, boss. I'm a prisoner of the crazy super mutant with the wig and the glasses. I was kind of hoping you were here to set me free. But maybe I'm not a pretty enough damsel for that. Huh? Probably because it used to be Miguel's. Whoever he was. How about...
Миниган, 4400 фишек, офигеть ты. Дерзкий. Ну, комбинезончики, ладно, чини.
Back again? Can I go this time? You forget about me already, boss? My name is Raul Alfonso Tejada. Can I leave now? Or... Alrighty then. I'll just head out. If by some chance you want to find me again, and if by some even greater chance...
Хижина Рауля. Договорились? Договорились. Так, что у нас по заданиям? Ага.
Need some grub? Tip. You won't.
Ничего себе у тебя денег. Забирай. 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 А чё это он не все комбинезоны, да, мне отремонтировал? Ладно. Один. Спасибо за денежку. Ты кто такой?
I heard Motor Runner got.
Thank you for coming. Let's talk. I've heard through our channels that it has some research that may be related to Enclave and I'd like to get what I can from it and use that data for the good of humanity. All of. First, I'm going to pull off whatever log data I can. Then I'll use some of the tech around here to. Shouldn't be more than a few. The Brotherhood is all about keeping technology to themselves. They are isolationist and belligerent. I have no doubt that they plan. There are plenty of people here to talk to you about us and our mission. Thank you. I'll get it back to you as soon as I can with the up.
Забирай.
That fiend leader shouldn't have messed with our great army.
I appreciate how you've been helping
The
us so
gun
far.
runners ought to help the.
Howdy. I've been around a while. Currently working for the followers as a gun for hire, but it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked who I could chat up about liquor got transferred, and the rest of the I joined up looking for a decent paying job. Granted, the pay's all right, but they won't let me. They're worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse. I say they're rehab after. I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish. Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once? Time you enjoy wasting isn't wasted. Good? Bad? The guy with... The only thing I know for certain is that I don't... What starts in misery tends to stay there. Freeside wasn't Freeside until 6 or 7 years ago. That's when Mr. House's robots rolled out of the Lucky 38 and started pushing every... Lots of folks died. Some scattered to the winds. What about him? Pretty much the sort of gang you'd find anywhere. The king himself, though? He's got that something special you can't put a finger on. Too bad. I reckon they care about getting water and electricity from the dead. The locals here are just an inconvenience to them. Something to step over or stomp down. They're here for the resources, plain. Before or after the human race shot itself in the foot. I've been around long enough to... Before the war, Mr. House was a famous captain of industry. Robotics, to be specific. Since the war, though, didn't make a peep for near 200 years. I don't know how they do it. They're like saints, those followers. If they didn't charge for their services, I'd think they was crazy. But nah, they're just... Couple of rad scorpions, those two. Gloria is the stable one, but she'd slit your throat if there's a profit in. Or rather, she'd tell her brother to do it for her. John Baptiste is one of the sicker humans.
Always by donating some of that firepower they've got.
Так, с кем тут еще можно побыть? О. Доктор?
I have no idea how most of these people would survive without us.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the... The Old Mormon Fort serves as the regional hub for the followers of... The followers of the Apocalypse aren't just interested in research. Here in Freeside, we provide food and medical services for those in... With the help of Bill Ronte, we were able to install a water pump just west of here. but the kings quickly took control. We arose from the boneyards of Edidum years ago. Since then, we have made it our mission. We hope to forge a brave new world free of war and poverty by sharing knowledge and resources. We're pretty short-handed as...
Неплохо.
What? Bill Ronte installed that pump a few years ago, back when he was sober. It was a major improvement for the community. But lately, the Kings have started charging locals to use it, and NCR squatters twice as much. They've been Freeside's gang for the past 5 years or so. Ever since Mr. House and his... They've done a lot of good for the community, but that seems to be changing. The flood of NCR squatters has been an affront to them. I guess that explains the situation with the water pump. Usually, the King would... I know they sell a lot of guns, as if that's what Freeside needs. I hear Mick handles the guns. No,
Поделать документ.
Oh, them. They sell energy weapons, which are very popular with better-heeled prospects. Stay clear of them. Brother and sister are both psychopaths, though at least Gloria is rational. A den of iniquity. The Garretts do more than their share to keep the locals drunk. Their thugs, on the other hand, they keep wired on chems to stay dangerous. What is it with Freeside and brother-sister psychopath teams? More than rough, it's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly... Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local... Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could... We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan... Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast. Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very... Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in. So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or... You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out. Just come see me when you've got some supplies.
Мик и Ральф, да? Пойдем к Мику и Ральфу.
Morning.
Доброе.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Да, подожди.
Eat this.
Мне как раз надо будет отремонтировать. Так, подожди. Шушуть. Там два поцика бегают, у одного пуха есть. Правда, она бесполезная, потому что мы отключили Архимеда установку.
You're not doing yourself a favor by having him tag along. Looking for a fix, man? I got what you have a
Так. Девятки где у нас? Пойдет.
Thanks. If you're looking for guns, talk to Mick. Otherwise, I've got a nice selection of general supplies. We don't have the stills and equipment to supply the amount of meds they're looking to purchase. You could check with other wasteland merchants, but I think your best bet would be the Atomic Wrangler. They've got a bunch of stills and a seemingly endless supply of grain alcohol, which could be used as an... What? If you haven't heard of the King, you must have been living under a rock or something. The King has his boys all over Freeside. He controls the water pump and is essentially the go-to guy for... They are the local energy weapon dealers in Freeside. When it comes to lasers and plasma, they're the only game in town. Gloria's men are the best armed in Freeside and ruthless to boot. But their joint is the only place in Freeside to get it all under one roof. They're good folks, just don't cross them. They're known for tidying up loose ends.
Возьмем. Да, забираю все, в принципе. 10 миллиметров тоже сдадим. Это так, да? А, еще 2 можно.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. I only offer services if the King gives the okay. All right. Yeah, I've got a little side business going. Over the years, I've gradually perfected my craft to the point of perfection. What I'm referring to is passports. If you've got the caps, I can whip up a strip pass. Hey, if you're interested and have the caps, they go for 500. Any less? What do you say? No problem.
Welcome to Mick and Ralph's. If you need gun. Things were better when the Omertas were buying, but we get by. Good selection from traders and... That's the thing. I have no idea. They just stopped buying guns all of a sudden. If you hear anything... Are they looking to buy guns? Then talk to... Why? Do you work for one of the casinos? In that case, follow me.
Off.
Like I always say, a polite society is an...
У него есть автомат, короче, с глушителем. А почему у тебя нету в списке продажи? Плохо. Так, костюмы. Ну все, да? А, подожди, есть что-то еще. Все.
Hey.
Reach for the sky, man. This is the best gun in the whole galaxy. I paid 1,000,000 caps for it. Oh man, it's Stacy's fault. She pretends like she... That's still a lot of money. I don't really like to go to bed.
Hey, buddy, spare a cap. The first thing you should know is that Freeside is run by a pack of yahoos. Their leader, who oddly enough calls himself the King, currently has his hands full trying to prevent an all-out riot in Freeside. That's 2 tips, but what the hell? You're a new customer, so the extra one... Have you tried going to the Strip only to be stopped by those big metal murder machines? But if you know the right people, you can get through the gate. I got more where that... I heard something about a town south of here being attacked, but details are sketchy. All I know is there haven't been any refugees showing up here, which means either the attack wasn't too bad. That one was pretty... There's a guy out on the main drag who sells second-hand adventuring gear. That one... Traders have been griping for a while now about I-15 being too dangerous to travel. What do you say? Mention the NCR and people around here get a little on edge. There's talk that they're going to... It doesn't help that they've got military camps all... That one was pretty good. If you've been around the Kings, you may have met one of them named Pacer. He's always stomping around. Being new, you weren't around when it happened, but a few months ago, no one knows what went down. But that one was... The chairman run a casino on the strip called The Top. I haven't been there myself, but I hear security there. What do you say? At the northwest end of Fremont Street, you'll find the Silver Rush. It's run. These are not people you want to mess with. But if laser... What do you say? Drugs are everywhere in Freeside, and even people you might not... Jacob Hoff, for instance. That man was a brilliant chemist. That King Pacer's a fan of Jet, too. Though I heard one of the followers talking about it being dangerous. Do yourself a favor. I've heard the Garretts over at the Atomic Wrangle. An enterprising person like yourself might be able to make...
Понятно.
There's a rumor that a huge army is camped to the east, massing to it. Who and... I got more where that came... Ever hear of the Gunrunners? They sell just about every... The NCR used to run a prison to the southwest, but something happened. What he might not look it, but Ralph, for Mick and Ralph's, is no slouch with a keyboard. I've heard he's helped Caught a rumor the other day that some of the clientele over at the Wrangler have been making some stuff like weirdos wanting the services of ghouls and such. I got more where... Things have generally been bad here for the squatters, the people who came... But lately, the mood has changed. The squatters seem... I got... The Omertas, one of Mr. House's three... If you thought the Wrangler was something, what do you say? I probably don't have to tell you that Freeside's dangerous. They're not all saints. That one was pretty good. A traveler that passed through here not long ago told everyone he met that there's some kind of plan. All the people foolish enough to listen to him and head out. What do you say? I've heard people passing through mention some kind of underground fights hitting creatures of the waste. And when I say underground, that one was pretty... Saw a strange thing the other day. The kid... Weird thing was that the dog was flipping out and had to be restrained. I got more where that came from. East of Freeside, there's an old Air Force base, judging by the road signs. No one knows for sure what's in there, though, on account of any... I got more where that came from. While everyone knows Mr. House runs New Vegas, he just sort of showed up a few years back. And everything you see... I got... The Strip is run by the three families, who... When he first showed up, he gave the local tribes the choice of working with him. Given how things turned out, I know which way I'd have gone. What do you... People in Freeside generally fall into one of two categories. When people from the NCR and other places started pouring in, the locals began referring to them. The locals blame the squatters for the scarcity of resources in Freeside, and the squatters blame any act. They're both right to some extent, and violent outbreaks between the... What do you say? In the area, the followers aren't a bad bunch, and providing... There was a rumor a while back that the White Glove Society was really an all-ghoul gang. What do you think? Would I look good in a mess? What do you say? Northwest of the big Freeside sign is a casino. It's not as fancy as the ones on the Strip. That...
Ладно. Ты на мне и так нормально заработал. И мы много инфы узнали.
What are you doing?
Я лазю по помойкам, собираю лут. Значит, микроальф. Мы не получим то, что мы хотели. О, засада. Чуваки, вы же понимаете то, что на меня лучше не лезть?
Check it out, between the dumpsters. The last person stupid enough to follow me down.
Давай-ка мы тебе руку оторвем. Идиоты, как говорится.
You're not doing yourself a favor by having him tag along.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Да. Хрен с ним, давай возьмем.
The king controls the water pump. If you want water... If we let everyone run amok, the damn NCR would shut us down. Gotta have... Pleasure doing business with you. Just a few caps for good...
Подожди, еще должен быть костюм. Во.
The pump is property of the king. You'll need to pay if you want a drink.
Как скажешь. Глоток воды, конечно, у вас дороговато стоит. Туда нам тоже надо будет ходить. Ну, не развалины Беттезды, конечно, но... Походить тоже можно, полазить.
Hey.
Это вот во фрисайт, а нам нужно сюда. Чё, нельзя залезть? Ладно. Что-то головорезов больше не видно. Точно. Так, это куда идет? Разрушенный магазин. Хотя хрен с ним, давай возьмем. Здесь мы, кстати, робота потом заберем. Офигеть, о чем мы здесь сразу не посмотрели? Слухай, тут нормально с лутом. Так, карандашик хотел взять. Так, потаскай.
Gonna be hard covering you when I can't. Gonna be hard covering you when I can't. Gonna be hard covering you when I can't move my legs. Gonna be hard covering you when I can't.
Ладно. Где там был этот станок? О. Еще сенсорный модуль. Такс. Нам нужен стрип. Или давайте-ка мы разгрузимся.
Not my strong. Yeah, you and me both. Fine by me.
Что ты будешь таскаться, правильно?
What is it? All right. Guess I'll be.
А мы полетим. Как хочешь. О.
Will sir be staying for any...
Да, костюмы он не ремонтирует, к сожалению. Очень жаль. Аннабель. Аннабелля. Так, все взять. Оружие.
Will sir be staying for any...
Ничего нету. Ладно, хрен с ним. А, подожди, мы же хотели торгнуть. Так, насчет оружия у нас ничего. Да, конечно, капец, как вовремя. А, подожди. Давай вот так сделаем. Я же тебе все сдал, да? Угу. Так, давайте-ка мы костюмы отремонтируем. А, все отремонтировали, получается. Отлично. Половину сразу смело можно. Зеленый Сойленд. 16 сразу можно скинуть. На все равно гаечных ключей нет. $228 тысяч. Все.
Will Sir be staying for any... Will Sir be staying for any...
Неплохо.
Will sir be staying for any...
Так, ладно. Что у нас там? 121, нормально.
Will sir be staying for...
Все, по идее, да?
Will sir be
Сколько
staying...
воды в него влезет? Не, столько не влезет, окей. Ага. Давай десяток. Нет, десяток у тебя уже не влезает, да? 2 заберем. Еще 2 заберем. Один. О! 2,97, да, все. Хорошо. Полетели в Новок. Кстати, мы обследование не прошли. Плановое. Ну ладно. Ты сегодня у себя дома, не?